In this short lecture, we are going to study decomposition. And here's the learning plan. This is a very short lecture. We decompose a relation, a given big relation, into smaller relations to refine the schema of that relation. In this lecture, we are just going to give you an intuition, no algorithms or formalism at this point for decomposition. Let's consider the StuCo relation again, where we have 5 attributes and a given set of functional dependencies, where the student ID determines the student name, student ID determines the address, and the course ID determines the course name. So we have 3 functional dependencies which should hold over this relation, StuCo relation. Also remember that there is redundant storage, which is indicated by the functional dependencies, and redundant storage causes anomalies, which are insertion, deletion, and update anomalies. And the solution to get rid of, in order to get rid of the anomalies, is decomposition. To decompose this relation into smaller relations. Our intuition is to group related attributes that are mimicked by the given set of functional dependencies. So the student ID determines the student name and the address. So it looks like the student ID, name, and address are, they are together. And course ID determines the course name. This means that the course ID and course name are related, and they should be together. There's a very systematic way of decomposing a relation into smaller relations based on the functional dependencies and standards that we call normal forms. We will learn more about normal forms later on. The StuCo relation should be decomposed into 3 relations actually. The first relation capturing the student information, student ID, student name, and address. The second relation for capturing the course information, course ID and course name. Plus we also need to store enrollment information, which student is enrolled in which course. So we will have 3 relations, and after we decompose and after we project the original functional dependencies into the smaller relations, we will see that there is no redundant storage here in the smaller relations. So basically, given a relation, we would like to decompose it into smaller relations, and our purpose is that the smaller relations will not have replicated data and therefore no anomalies. Normal forms, starting from first normal form up to BCNF, Boyce Code normal form, are standards based on functional dependencies, and we'll see how decomposition is done into a given normal form later on.